And what you are going to discover is that in this work, in this creation work, there are some key ingredients. And I want you to know that these key ingredients are not all something that you need to do. A lot of the work that we're going to be discussing today isn't really work at all. And in a lot of cases, it isn't anything that you need to do. It is something that you want to be. There's a lot of being in inspired momentum. Do you understand what I mean? Or at least have a sense of it, because I think you'll get a better understanding as we go. But just really let that sink in, because it's our habit to do. And I love this, the phrase, we're human beings, we're not human doings. And I say that to myself all the time because it is such a habit to be in that doing mode where we think we have to do this and do that and do this to be happy and do this to feel good. And certainly some of that is true. But I make a huge distinction between finding that delicious place inside inspired momentum, and those words are very carefully chosen, where the magnetic force of your dreams and your desires are pulling you toward it. And that is very different than determination and willfulness and keeping busy and a task list and goals. It is very different than that. And what I want to help you find is what I experience right now in the momentum I'm finding in creating this work. It's the perfect circle. It's the perfect circle that I wanted to know how to help people find inspired momentum. And as I do the work to help people discover that and create that for themselves, I am completely swept up in inspired momentum as I build this business. And it is an unstoppable force that we've all felt occasionally, where we don't even want to sleep and we don't even want to eat because we are so driven by desire to move towards something that we feel calling us. And that has a lot to do with an experience and a state of being. That has a lot to do with alignment. It doesn't have a lot to do, certainly has something to do with action, but it is very different than that determined place that we go. And we all know that determined place because we can feel it right here. Do you know what I mean? You can feel it like in the pinch in your eyebrows, where it's like you can stay busy and you can power through it, but you feel it like in there. And it's not fun, really, but there's a feeling of accomplishment that comes with it that's good. But it also stress and worry, and in my belief about energy and vibration, which we'll talk a lot about, it's actually stopping down the flow. You know, it's not opening and creating that rush that you can get when you're really excited about something. It kind of stops it down. It's almost like sticking big boulders in the way of the flow and energy.